Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. Luis Suarez. He's got two. And he's following up. There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So, a breakthrough already. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's there to clear it. Oh, terrible pass. He's got away.
Such good technique.
Salah. And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Milan with the corner, they're first. Vinicius Junior getting this one clear. And it's Petit. Konyaspor are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe! Luis Suarez! Oh, within an inch or two.
Suarez nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Konyaspor have the chance to go the other way. And he's quick to snatch it back. Out for a throw. Luis Suarez. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Luis Suarez. Now who's going to be first to this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that has been cleared. That is a great kick out. And He's had it nicked away. Referee's given a throw. Ah, he's given it away! And it's half-time here. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much.
Can he finish? Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about, excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
It's Luis Suarez! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bastoni makes the interception. Looking for the run. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Adams gets it away. Deftly away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Good running, strong and purposeful. David Villa. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kimmich. And he's in a great chance! He scores! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Konyaspor appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Cruyff. He's had a shot! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have the...
Decent hit! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Number 8.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Coming on to replace him is number 11.
Guti plays it short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they've got rid.
4 added minutes.
4 extra minutes added on. Oh, they could be caught out here. Can he finish? Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
David Villa.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Konyaspor complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a... And that is as far as it goes. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt, it
to
is the week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A
Against
sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And he's found a way past. Haaland, this is promising. Has a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Milan were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
And I guess that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement, and his ability to shoot from a fair way out.
Correct.
Well, nicely intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Might be dangerous. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Haaland. He has found the way through. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. DiMarco. Luis Suarez. Oh, it's come loose.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
No way through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Spread neatly. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Darwin. Nunez! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Ah, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Haaland. DiMarco. So, what can they make of this? 5 minutes till the break. Alvarez! What a wonderful goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, good-looking ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ribéry. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's found the way through. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Milan come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High-scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona get the second half started.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that has been cleared. Costa Curta with the clearance. Haaland.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ruben Dias. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Guti. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
DiMarco. No, that's been intercepted. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Shot could be on. Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Milan, number 21.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 16, Rodri. Number 14.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
De Bruyne.
DiMarco. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. In with a header! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for Milan, number 33, Zaire Emery.
Milan
Number
making
3,
consecutive changes here.
Chiellini.
Milan take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Played back in.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Rodri. Now there's a shot at goal! And that could have brought them level.
Nunez nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. Swept in. He's had a hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Desperate defending required here. And he's there to belt it away. Musiala.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And they've got rid. 5 minutes to add. That's headed upfield. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Van der Ven. And that is as far as it goes. Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now. Has a goal! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Inzaghi wins the duel this time. That's a throw. And here's Iniesta. Now that looks a decent ball. Now the ball, chance for the header! Well, there's the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Hakimi spots it and intercepts. He's looking to set free a runner. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And a header! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Hakimi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Aim forwards. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's on his way!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Beckham. Luis Suarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Iniesta. Well, that is one way to stop him. He has found the way through. Now it's Luis Suarez. And claimed it back swiftly. Rodri. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Milan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Hernandez. Here's Rodri. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Iniesta. And that's another good win of the ball. And here's Mbappe. Forwards and with intent. He can run onto that. Iniesta.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
The ball's gone astray. Safi Sali. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
The attendance
Beckham.
for this match was
And Iniesta.
71,550.
Can he get it through? Iniesta. And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, there's a probing ball. Denilson. Engages and forces him off the ball. Great ball if he can get there. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Rodri. Looking for the runner. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he thumps it clear. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Guti. Might be danger here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Safi Sali. Beckenbauer cuts it out. And the pass is intercepted. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gabriel kept... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. Luis Suarez, Griezmann. That's a nicely measured pass. Has a goal! Goal! Milan! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, good ball. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's had it nicked away. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Adams gets over and intercepts. Barcelona have it back and can go again. And it's Beckham. Over to the left. Beckham. Great hit!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good ball. Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's beautifully weighted. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! And that should get the job done. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that was very necessary and smartly reclaimed. Beckham. And claimed it back swiftly. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's away. There's no flag. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Guardiola cuts it out, looking for the run. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Bellingham, engages and forces him. He's having a hit! There's the whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Milan head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 11.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, great ball! Beckham. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Bellingham. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Oh, that's ambitious.
The attendance for this match was
That will annoy the manager. They're making
71,898.
themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Forlan. And it's Alaba. Hernandez. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Barcelona have reclaimed it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great ball if he can get there. Shot at goal!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
1-0 as we head towards the end.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Griezmann. Forlan. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Adams deals with that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Evair taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves.
Hello,
The prospects are
everybody,
so
and welcome
great,
to
the
today's match.
potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Now it's Barella. Now it's Ribery. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And now they can clear their lines. Shifted upfield. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he can clear it away. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Rafael Leao. Reinders producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the pass is intercepted. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gonzalez. Oh, that's clever.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That is good alertness. Del Piero. Oh, that was vital. And they've got a throw. Barella is there to clear. Fiddles it through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Maignan. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's beaten the last. Rafael Leao! Oh, split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Shapes to shoot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Ribery. Oh, and he's through the middle. There's the hit! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Gonzalez, and he's cut it out. Danger averted for now. Oh, he's burst through. Evair. Oh, just skips past his man. Now the finish! And that would have been some goal.
Well, the balance and close control on his run was really sweet. The finish left a sour taste.
And they're back on the ball again. It's a sweet ball, that. And he gets rid in a hurry.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Well read, and the danger is averted. Baresi getting this one clear. He's a sharp little ball here. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. He's got away. Reinders. Punched away. Belts one. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Locatelli. Locatelli.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he's managed to get free.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 1 minute added
Oh, it's come
time.
loose. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection on what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
Outside the stadium gate. Kindly
So a short
remove it,
respite
as
for
it
the
is about to be
players
thrown
as they
away.
prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substitution.
Into extra time we go. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Ribery. And that's gone loose.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Ribery. Spread it left. Rafael Leao.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball's gone out of play. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And a quick reminder today, everybody,
Half-time,
to make
extra
sure to put
time.
any litter in the bins provided.
Well, we're still
Thank you for
where
your
we started,
cooperation.
despite the best efforts of both parties. A game that has been at times exciting, often frustrating, unbearably tense. And the next 15 minutes will be the last chance for somebody to win it.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Lautaro Martinez.
Exhaustion,
Number 6,
physical and mental.
Locatelli.
Will we find a
Number
winner?
95, Alessandro
Here we go then for the last time. The score still 0-0.
Rafael Leao.
Well, the
Number
defence
23,
proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Number 18, number 5,
Gonzalez, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he finish? Oh, it's in! And that might well be that!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
The goal scorer for Milan, after 22 minutes in extra time, is number 20.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Milan probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
And he's had it nicked away. And we're done. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
And if you do have a chance today, please
Many
take
thanks
some
to Jim,
time out to
and
give
with
your
that,
support
it
to
is
our
a
Better
very good
Stadium
night to
Fund.
you. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And it's Fernando Torres. And he cuts out the supply. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Torres. Haaland. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it's...
He's had a hit! What a save by Seaman! That has been knocked clear. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Oh, he's taken it. And here's Torres. Pires! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Couldn't squeeze it through. White. Rodri. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. De Bruyne was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Always onto this. Now it's Havertz. He has found the way through. Oh, he's found him in space. "15 minutes till half-time. And here's De Bruyne. Goes down, but nothing given. And they're back on the ball again. And it's lofted through here. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. De Bruyne. And he was quick to react. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance to finish.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And there is the half-time whistle. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second. Hits one! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, important interception. And he's there to belt it away. Havertz. Arsenal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Bruyne. Fernando Torres. Looking for the run. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Newcastle have got it back and they'll have another go. Rodri.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Perez. Well timed, excellent interception. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And he's only too happy to take that back. He might be in here! And that has been cleared.
Arsenal have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
He's played him through. Chance!
There will be
1 minute to add, according to the board. Dink through. And that's another good win of the ball. That's that.